Welcome back to the channel, Rare Coins Collections. Today, we're going to take a close look at a coin that might not immediately come to mind when you think about valuable US coins, the 2017 Roosevelt silver dime. Now, many of you may have seen or even held one of these dimes before, but trust me, there's much more to this coin than meets the eye. Whether you're new to the world of coin collecting or you're a seasoned pro, this video is sure to give you some valuable insights into the 2017 Roosevelt silver dime and its potential worth. The Roosevelt dime, as many of you know, has been the standard dime in the United States since 1946. Featuring the profile of Franklin D. Roosevelt, the 32nd President of the United States, this coin is widely recognized. But what's fascinating about the 2017 version is that it represents a moment in history that is still fresh in the minds of collectors. When you hold this coin in your hand, you're not just holding a dime, you're holding a part of a legacy that spans more than 70 years. But what makes this 2017 mint mark coin so intriguing? First, let's talk about the design. The obverse side of the coin features the portrait of Franklin D. Roosevelt, designed by John R. Sinek. The reverse side, which is just as important, depicts a torch, an olive branch, and an oak branch, symbolizing liberty, peace, and strength. These elements of the design have remained consistent since the coin's debut in 1946, and they give the Roosevelt dime its timeless appeal. But what sets the 2017 Roosevelt silver dime apart is its composition and the fact that it is part of a modern era of coin collecting. The 2017 Roosevelt silver dime is a composition of 90% silver and 10% copper, which gives it a unique appeal for collectors who are drawn to the silver content. The coin, although small, holds significant value for both its silver content and its rarity in certain conditions. A regular, circulated 2017 Roosevelt dime might only be worth its face value of 10 cents. However, the real value lies in the uncirculated versions, as well as the special editions with particular mint marks, such as the 2017 D mint mark, which comes from the Denver Mint. Now, why is the 2017 Roosevelt silver dime so valuable to collectors? As with any coin, condition is key. Uncirculated coins, especially those that have been carefully preserved, can command a higher value. But the real surprise comes when you factor in the scarcity of certain dimes in excellent condition, as well as the demand for them among collectors. In addition, coins that are graded by professional services such as the Numismatic Guarantee Corporation, NGC, or the Professional Coin Grading Service, PCGS, and receive high grades, say, MS 67 or higher, are worth exponentially more than coins that are not in pristine condition. The reason these high-quality, well-preserved dimes are so valuable is due to the limited supply of such coins. As more people hold on to their coins, use them, or even lose them over time, the number of uncirculated dimes that survive in pristine condition shrinks. That's why having a 2017 Roosevelt silver dime that's free from scratches, dings, or any visible damage is incredibly valuable to collectors who are eager to add rare coins to their collections. Another factor contributing to the value of this dime is the growing interest in silver coins. With silver prices fluctuating, coins like the 2017 Roosevelt dime, with their 90% silver content, become more attractive to collectors and investors alike. The value of silver, even in small amounts, can add up quickly, and as a result, these dimes have more intrinsic value than just the face value stamped on them. The silver content alone can make a 2017 Roosevelt silver dime worth more than its 10-cent denomination, but what about the coins with a specific mint mark? The mint marks on coins like this one tell a unique story about where the coin was made. The 2017 Roosevelt silver dime with the D mint mark was produced at the Denver Mint, and collectors often seek out these coins due to the limited number of dimes minted at each location. This makes the 2017 Denver Mint mark dime a prized item for those looking to complete their Roosevelt dime collections. If you happen to have one of these dimes in near-perfect condition, it could be worth far more than what you'd expect based on silver content alone. The demand for high-quality 2017 Roosevelt silver dimes is growing, and it's easy to see why. Collectors are constantly searching for that rare gem, the one coin that will complete their collection and give them something unique to show off. If you're lucky enough to have a well-preserved 2017 Roosevelt silver dime, you're holding on to more than just a coin, you're holding on to a valuable piece of numismatic history. So, how much is a 2017 Roosevelt silver dime worth? Well, the value can vary based on several factors, including its condition, the mint mark, and whether or not it has any unique characteristics such as a minting error. In general, a 2017 Roosevelt silver dime can range from its face value of 10 cents all the way up to a much more impressive amount if it's in top-tier condition. A well-preserved, uncirculated 2017 Denver mint-marked Roosevelt silver dime could be worth as much as $80,000. Today, we're going to talk about one of those hidden gems in the world of U.S. currency, the United States of America Roosevelt Silver 1 dime, minted in 1998. You may think of dimes as just pocket change, but there's so much more to them, especially when we talk about the Roosevelt silver dimes. These coins have an intriguing history and surprising value, so stick around as we uncover just how much a 1998 Roosevelt silver dime could be worth. First off, let's talk about what makes the Roosevelt silver dime so special. These dimes were first introduced in 1946 to honor President Franklin D. Roosevelt, who passed away in 1945. The design of the coin was created by John R. Sinek, and it features a profile of Roosevelt on the obverse. On the reverse, we see a torch, an olive branch, and an oak branch, symbolizing liberty, peace, and strength. The Roosevelt dime became a staple in American currency and continues to be in circulation today. But what's truly special about the 1998 version, the Roosevelt silver dime from 1998, is part of the iconic series minted with 90% silver content. These coins were produced before the U.S. Mint transitioned to copper-nickel alloys, which means the silver Roosevelt dimes are considered much more valuable by collectors. The 1998 Roosevelt dime is often sought after because of its silver content and the fact that it was minted during a time when precious metals were still being used in everyday currency. But let's go beyond the basic silver content and look at why the 1998 Roosevelt dime specifically can have such a high price tag. If you were to pick up a regular 1998 Roosevelt silver dime, you might think, it's just a dime, why would it be worth much? Well, the answer lies in its condition and rarity. Like all coins, the condition is a crucial factor in determining the value. A coin that's well preserved, free of scratches, and retains sharp details is always going to be worth more than one that has been worn down from years of circulation. Over the years, many of these coins have been used in everyday transactions, so finding one in excellent condition can be a real challenge. That's where the real value comes into play. A 1998 Roosevelt silver dime that's been kept in near-perfect condition is a true treasure for collectors. Another aspect that can dramatically increase the value of a 1998 Roosevelt silver dime is its mint mark. The U.S. Mint produces coins in various locations, and each coin is marked with a mint mark indicating where it was minted. The 1998 Roosevelt dimes were produced at several different mints, including the Philadelphia Mint, the Denver Mint, and the San Francisco Mint. While the mint mark plays a part in the value, it's important to note that condition and rarity still have a more significant impact on the coin's worth. But what about the coins that truly stand out? We're talking about coins that have been graded by professional numismatic organizations. The grade of a coin is determined by factors like its condition, the sharpness of its details, and the amount of wear and tear. Coins that are graded as proof or uncirculated are especially valuable. Proof coins are specially minted for collectors and tend to have flawless finishes and immaculate details, which makes them highly sought after in the numismatic world. If you happen to find a 1998 Roosevelt silver dime in pristine condition or one with a higher grade, you could be looking at a serious financial windfall. In addition to the silver content and mint mark, there's one more thing to consider when evaluating the worth of the 1998 Roosevelt silver dime: the collector demand. The Roosevelt dime series is well known among collectors, and the silver versions are even more coveted. Some collectors focus on gathering specific years, mint marks, or coins in specific grades, which can drive up the price of certain coins. The 1998 Roosevelt silver dime is particularly valuable in high-grade conditions or when it's a proof coin, and collectors have shown increasing interest in these coins in recent years. As a result, their value has been steadily rising. Now let's talk about how much a 1998 Roosevelt silver dime could really be worth. If you were to come across a 1998 dime in excellent condition, you could expect it to be worth more than its silver content, but the real money lies in those well-preserved, high-grade specimens. Coins that have been graded as proof or uncirculated can fetch impressive prices in the market. Depending on its rarity, condition, and demand, the value of a 1998 Roosevelt silver dime could go as high as $130,000. Yes, you heard it right, a pristine 1998 Roosevelt silver dime could be worth as much as $130,000. That's the kind of potential value we're talking about when you find a coin that has been well maintained and is in high demand. So, the next time you come across a 1998 Roosevelt silver dime, don't just dismiss it as pocket change. Take a closer look, inspect its condition, and see if it might be worth more than you think. You could be holding onto a piece of US history that could one day bring you a substantial return. Thanks for tuning in today. If you enjoyed this video, make sure to like, subscribe, and hit the notification bell so you never miss an exciting update on coin collecting, rare finds, and the world of numismatics. Happy hunting, and who knows, your next great find could be worth a small fortune. Today, we're diving into a fascinating coin that might have slipped under your radar, the 1996 Roosevelt silver dime. It's a coin that carries a rich history, but what really makes this coin stand out is the value it can command in today's market. In this video, I'm going to break down the details of this coin, what makes it so valuable, and why it could be worth far more than the 10 cents it was originally minted for. The Roosevelt dime is a staple of American coinage, introduced in 1946 to honor President Franklin D. Roosevelt, who passed away the previous year. Designed by the talented John R. Sinek, the coin features a portrait of Roosevelt on the obverse, with the reverse showing a torch, olive branch, and oak branch, representing liberty, peace, and strength. For decades, this dime has been circulating, but there's one particular year that stands out among collectors, the 1996 Roosevelt silver dime. Before we dive into its value, let's first talk about the material. The 1996 Roosevelt dime is made of 90% silver, which means it has intrinsic value based on the current price of silver, regardless of its condition. But silver isn't the only thing that makes this coin valuable. Its rarity and the condition it's in are key factors in determining its worth. The 1996 Roosevelt dime was minted in both regular business strikes and proof coins. The proof coins, struck at the San Francisco Mint, are of much higher quality compared to the regular coins that were made for circulation. These proof coins are carefully made using specially prepared dies and polished blanks, resulting in a shiny, mirror-like finish. They were sold to collectors in proof sets, making them much rarer than the typical circulation dimes that were used in everyday transactions. One of the primary reasons the 1996 Roosevelt silver dime is so highly valued today is its limited production. While millions of dimes were struck for circulation, only a small percentage of them were designated as proof coins. In particular, coins that were minted with the S mint mark from the San Francisco Mint are considered the most valuable. This mint mark signifies that the coin was created as part of a proof set, and because they were never used in everyday transactions, they tend to be in pristine condition, free from the wear and tear that regular circulation coins go through. However, it's not just the mint mark that dictates the value. The condition of the coin is arguably the most important factor when it comes to determining its worth. Coins are graded on a scale from 1 to 70, with 70 being a perfect, flawless coin. A 1996 Roosevelt silver dime in perfect condition, graded as MS 69 or MS 70, will command a far higher price than a coin that's been heavily circulated and shows signs of wear. These higher-graded coins are in such great condition that they look as though they were just struck, making them incredibly desirable to collectors. So, what does this all mean when it comes to the dollar value of the 1996 Roosevelt silver dime? While a coin in circulated condition might only be worth its silver content, a few dollars, a high-grade proof coin with the S mint mark can fetch a substantial amount of money. For example, coins that are graded at MS-68 or higher can sell for hundreds of dollars, but the rarest and most well-preserved examples can easily exceed that figure. But here's where things get really interesting. The 1996 Roosevelt silver dime isn't just valuable because of its material or mint mark, it's also about its rarity and desirability among collectors. Over time, fewer and fewer of these coins remain in mint condition, and as the supply decreases, the demand increases. The result? A surge in value. The 1996 Roosevelt silver dime, when found in perfect condition and with the right mint mark, can be worth up to $98,000. Yes, you heard that right. While the face value of this coin is just 10 cents, its numismatic value has skyrocketed, especially for collectors who are looking for high-grade examples to complete their sets or for those looking to invest in coins with long-term appreciation potential. So, what should you be on the lookout for if you're hoping to add a 1996 Roosevelt silver dime to your collection? First, check the mint mark. The San Francisco S mint mark is the one you'll want to focus on, especially if you're looking for a proof coin. Then, check the condition of the coin. Is it pristine? Does it have any wear, scratches, or discoloration? A coin that's been well preserved will be worth far more than one that's been handled carelessly. Finally, make sure to have the coin professionally graded. A coin in perfect condition, graded by services like PCGS or NGC, will help ensure you get the best price when selling or trading it. Today, we're talking about a specific gem in the world of American numismatics, the 1987 Roosevelt silver dime. While the Roosevelt dime is a familiar coin for most collectors, not all years hold the same value. But trust me, the 1987 mint mark is one that deserves your attention. So, buckle up as we explore why this coin is more valuable than you might think and how much it's worth today. First, let's take a look at the history of the Roosevelt dime. This coin has been a part of the U.S. monetary system since 1946, designed by the talented artist John R. Sinek in honor of President Franklin D. Roosevelt, who passed away the previous year. It features a portrait of Roosevelt on the obverse, while the reverse showcases a torch, olive branch, and oak branch, symbols of liberty, peace, and strength. The Roosevelt dime quickly became a familiar and trusted part of everyday life, making its way into the pockets of millions of Americans over the years. Now, you might be wondering, what sets the 1987 Roosevelt silver dime apart from the rest? Well, in terms of its design, it's virtually identical to all the other Roosevelt dimes minted throughout the years. However, what truly makes this particular coin stand out is its composition and its condition, which play a huge role in its value. The Roosevelt silver dime, as the name suggests, is made of 90% silver. This composition gives the coin intrinsic value based on the current price of silver. But it's not just about the material. The 1987 mint mark is highly sought after due to its relatively low mintage and the coin's strong demand among collectors. In 1987, the U.S. Mint produced both regular circulation coins and proof coins. The regular dimes were struck for everyday use and circulated widely, while proof coins, which were struck at the San Francisco Mint, were made specifically for collectors. The proof coins are made with special dies and on polished planchets, resulting in a sharp, mirror-like finish that sets them apart from regular coins. These coins were sold as part of proof sets, making them rarer and significantly more valuable than regular circulation coins. Another important factor that affects the value of this coin is its condition. Coins that are circulated frequently tend to show signs of wear, scratches, or discoloration. On the other hand, proof coins are made to be as flawless as possible. If you're lucky enough to have a 1987 Roosevelt silver dime in pristine condition, you could be sitting on a valuable collector's item. The value of the 1987 Roosevelt silver dime also depends on its mint mark. The S mint mark, which indicates it was produced at the San Francisco Mint, is highly prized among collectors. These proof coins are much rarer than the regular dimes and are often in much better condition, making them highly sought after in the numismatic community. As with any coin, the the grade is an essential element in determining its value. The grading system, which ranges from 1 to 70, takes into account the coin's appearance, quality, and overall condition. Coins that are graded as MS 68 or higher are considered in excellent condition and can command premium prices. The rarer the grade, the higher the price. Now, you might be asking yourself, how much can a 1987 Roosevelt silver dime be worth? If you happen to find one in exceptional condition, it's not just worth the silver content, it could be worth thousands of dollars to the right collector. A well-preserved proof coin in perfect condition could be worth as much as $78,000, yes, you heard that correctly. A Roosevelt silver dime from 1987 could fetch a staggering amount in today's market, especially if it's a proof coin that has been well preserved and graded highly. The coin's combination of rarity, silver content, and demand among collectors all contribute to its high value. If you're looking to buy or sell a 1987 Roosevelt silver dime, it's essential to check its condition and mint mark. Coins that are graded by professional services like PCGS or NGC and have been certified in perfect condition will bring in the highest prices. Whether you're a seasoned collector or someone just starting to explore the world of coins, this particular dime is one that could make a big impact on your collection. Today, we have an exciting topic for all of you numismatics fans: the United States of America Roosevelt silver dime from 1966. If you're a collector or just getting started, you might be wondering, why is this particular coin so sought after? What makes it stand out in a world filled with dimes from different years? Well, today, we're diving deep into the value and worth of this classic coin, so let's get started. The Roosevelt dime, which has been a part of U.S. currency since 1946, was designed to honor the legacy of President Franklin D. Roosevelt after his death. The coin's design was created by John R. Sinek, featuring a profile of Roosevelt on the obverse, with the reverse showing a torch, an olive branch, and an oak branch, symbols of liberty, peace, and strength. Over the years, this dime has become a staple of American currency, and as a result, many collectors seek to find the rare and valuable versions. Now, let's fast forward to 1966, a key year for this iconic dime. The Roosevelt dime from this year is significant for a number of reasons. It's one of the last years before the U.S. Mint transitioned to copper-nickel alloys in 1965. If you're wondering, wasn't there a shift in metal content for the dimes around this time? You're absolutely right. Starting in 1965, the U.S. Mint changed the composition of dimes to reduce costs, shifting from silver to a copper-nickel alloy. This meant that 1964 was the last year that dimes were made with 90% silver content, and the 1966 dimes, though produced with a similar 90% silver content, became increasingly rare as silver was phased out. The 1966 Roosevelt silver dime is unique because it marks a transitional period in coin production. The coin itself features a rich, timeless design and is made from 90% silver. Although the minting numbers were relatively high, it's the condition of the coin, its rarity, and the story behind it that drive its demand and value. When you think about coin value, it's important to consider two factors: intrinsic value, the value of the materials the coin is made from, and collector value. The silver content of the 1966 Roosevelt dime gives it an intrinsic value based on the current price of silver. At the time of minting, silver was a highly valued material, which gave these coins a decent base worth. However, it's the collector value that really pushes the price of this coin to astronomical levels. When you come across a 1966 Roosevelt dime, its worth can be dramatically different based on its condition, scarcity, and demand from collectors. Like with many coins, condition is everything. While circulated coins are worth close to their silver value, coins that are in mint condition or those that have been preserved well over the years can fetch a much higher price. This is where things get exciting for collectors and sellers alike. There's also a difference between regular circulation coins and proof coins. Proof coins, made for collectors, are struck multiple times to achieve a higher level of detail and finish. These coins are typically flawless and are produced in smaller quantities than the standard dimes. If you happen to find a 1966 Roosevelt silver dime that has been graded as a proof coin and is in pristine condition, you could be holding something really valuable. Another reason the 1966 Roosevelt dime holds so much allure is the rarity of high-quality specimens. Over the years, many of these coins were used in everyday transactions and have undergone wear and tear. A 1966 Roosevelt silver dime that is in near-perfect condition or one that has been carefully maintained in a collection could be worth far more than you might expect. So, let's talk numbers. The average value of a 1966 Roosevelt silver dime in good condition will depend on the price of silver, but it generally sits in the range of a few dollars, anywhere from $1 to $3. But here's the kicker: when you have a coin in top-tier condition, such as one with a grade of MS 67 or higher, the price can go up dramatically. A rare, highly graded 1966 Roosevelt silver dime, especially one in uncirculated or proof condition, can fetch prices in the tens of thousands of dollars. Are you ready for the most shocking part? A coin that's in pristine condition and holds a special place in the hearts of collectors could potentially be worth as much as $97,000. Yes, you read that correctly. A 1966 Roosevelt silver dime can be worth $97,000 if it's in the right condition, especially one that's been graded at a top level. This incredible value is a testament to the rarity and desirability of coins from the 1960s, and it serves as a reminder that even seemingly common coins can be worth a small fortune when you find the right one. If you happen to come across a 1966 Roosevelt silver dime, don't just dismiss it as another dime. Take a closer look, and if it's in good condition, you might just be holding a rare, valuable piece of American numismatic history. Remember, it's all about the condition, the rarity, and the demand, factors that play a huge role in determining the price of any coin. Today, we have something truly special for you: the United States of America Roosevelt Silver 1 dime from 2014. This coin might look like any other dime you might come across in your pocket change, but don't be fooled. This particular mint mark holds some serious value that will surprise even the most seasoned collectors. The Roosevelt dime, first introduced in 1946, was designed by the talented John R. Sinek to honor the late President Franklin D. Roosevelt. This iconic coin has remained in circulation ever since, and over the decades, it has earned a special place in the hearts of collectors and investors alike. The 2014 Roosevelt dime, just like its predecessors, features the profile of Roosevelt on the obverse, with the reverse showcasing a torch, olive branch, and oak branch, symbols representing liberty, peace, and strength. But there's something unique about the 2014 version that makes it stand out in the world of numismatics. The 2014 Roosevelt Silver 1 dime is part of the series minted in the post-1964 era when dimes were made with 90% silver. While many coins today are made with base metals, these silver dimes have become highly coveted. This silver content is not only what makes these coins special, but it's also what gives them intrinsic value in the current market. With the fluctuating price of silver, owning a coin made of this precious metal means you have more than just a piece of currency. You have a valuable asset in your hands. Now, let's talk about why the 2014 Roosevelt Silver 1 dime is gaining attention in the numismatic world. While it wasn't a particularly low mintage year, this dime holds value due to its condition, rarity, and the growing interest in silver coins. Every year, there are certain coins that become more desirable to collectors, and the 2014 Roosevelt dime is one of those examples. For some collectors, it's the age of the coin and the time period it represents. For others, it's the coin's unique qualities that make it stand out. The real magic happens when you consider the coin's grade. Coins that are in mint condition or come from limited proof runs can fetch much higher prices than those that have been circulated. The 2014 Roosevelt dime, in particular, is no exception to this rule. If you're lucky enough to find one that has been preserved in pristine, uncirculated condition or one that has been graded as a proof coin, you're looking at a coin that can fetch a lot more than just its silver content. For example, the 2014 proof version of the Roosevelt silver dime is a coin that commands attention. It has a smooth, mirror-like finish, showcasing its intricate details and the craftsmanship behind its production. These proof coins are often produced in limited numbers and are typically sold to collectors directly through the U.S. Mint. As you might guess, the rarity and desirability of proof coins are what make them worth more than the average circulated coin. The great thing about the 2014 Roosevelt silver dime is that it's still in relatively recent circulation, making it more accessible to collectors and enthusiasts. But don't let that fool you, its value can still be substantial. Whether you're a seasoned collector or just starting to explore the world of coin collecting, the 2014 Roosevelt dime is a perfect example of how a coin can be worth far more than its face value. The market for rare coins is driven by a few key factors: the coin's age, its condition, the demand among collectors, and, of course, its rarity. While 2014 was not an exceptionally low mintage year, the rising interest in precious metal coins, especially silver, has driven the demand for these coins up. As more and more people are becoming aware of the value of coins like this, the price continues to rise. So, how much can you expect a 2014 Roosevelt silver 1 dime to be worth? Well, if you've come across one in impeccable condition, you're sitting on a potentially valuable piece of American history. A 2014 Roosevelt silver dime, especially in higher grades, can command a price far beyond its initial face value. Depending on its condition, it could be worth anywhere from $5 to $10 in regular circulation. However, if you're lucky enough to have one that's graded in near mint or proof condition, you could be looking at something much more valuable. Now, here's the most exciting part: for a top-tier, flawless 2014 Roosevelt silver 1 dime, the value could skyrocket. High-grade proof coins or those in uncirculated condition have been known to fetch significant prices. In fact, if you happen to find one of these exceptional dimes, it could be worth as much as $110,000. Yes, you heard that right. A perfectly preserved 2014 Roosevelt silver dime, especially one with a high grade and perhaps a rare mint mark, could fetch as much as $110,000 in the right market conditions. That's a staggering amount for a coin that many people overlook. So, next time you come across a 2014 Roosevelt dime, take a moment to inspect it closely. You never know, you might just be holding a hidden gem worth a small fortune. Today, we're going to talk about a coin that has been in circulation for decades but still manages to catch the attention of serious collectors. It's the 1994 Roosevelt silver dime, a piece of history that you might have sitting in your pocket right now, or perhaps hidden away in your collection. This seemingly simple coin has more value than you might imagine, and in this video, I'm going to break down why the 1994 Roosevelt silver dime is so highly sought after, its history, and the factors that contribute to its impressive value. The Roosevelt dime, introduced in 1946, features the portrait of Franklin D. Roosevelt, the 32nd President of the United States. Designed by John R. Sinnock, this coin has been a staple of American currency for nearly 75 years. The 1994 issue is particularly interesting because it stands at the intersection of numismatic interest, silver content, and a changing era in coin production. While the Roosevelt dime may not be as flashy as some of the larger denomination coins, its historical and collectible significance cannot be understated. The 1994 Roosevelt dime, like its predecessors, is composed of 90% silver and 10% copper. This silver content has made it especially attractive to collectors and investors alike, especially in recent years when the price of silver has been on the rise. While many of us might think of dimes as simple coins we use to buy a pack of gum or pay for parking, these silver dimes have an intrinsic value that goes well beyond their face value of just 10 cents. But what makes the 1994 Roosevelt silver dime truly remarkable? For starters, it's a part of the transition period for U.S. coinage. In the years leading up to 1994, the U.S. Mint had been working on new ways to increase efficiency in coin production. By the early 90s, the Roosevelt dime was still being produced in significant numbers, but fewer and fewer of them were finding their way into the hands of collectors. This is where things get interesting. While millions of these dimes were struck at the U.S. Mint, only a small fraction of them made it into uncirculated, perfect condition. It's this rare, uncirculated version of the 1994 Roosevelt silver dime that's caught the eye of collectors. While a regular, circulated coin might not fetch much more than face value, those in pristine condition, graded by professional numismatic services like PCGS or NGC, can see their value rise exponentially. A high-grade 1994 Roosevelt silver dime can be worth hundreds, if not thousands, of dollars depending on its condition. This is especially true for those coins that were carefully preserved and never went through the wear and tear of daily use. One factor that really sets the 1994 Roosevelt silver dime apart from other dimes of the same era is the mint mark. The mint mark is a small letter on the coin that tells us where the coin was produced. For the 1994 Roosevelt dime, there are three possible mint marks: D for Denver, S for San Francisco, and no mint mark for those produced in Philadelphia. The Denver Mint produces the bulk of dimes, but there's something special about the dimes produced in San Francisco, especially those that were part of special proof sets. These proof dimes, struck with higher quality dies to produce a sharper image and mirror-like finish, are particularly valuable to collectors. So if you happen to find a 1994 Roosevelt silver dime with the S mint mark, you may have stumbled upon a gem. Of course, condition is the most important factor when determining the value of any coin. In the case of the 1994 Roosevelt silver dime, the higher the grade, the higher the value. Coins that are graded as MS-68 or MS-69 by professional graders can fetch quite a bit of money. These coins are essentially as close to perfect as you can get. They may have been stored in pristine environments, handled with the utmost care, and protected from any environmental factors that could cause damage. If you're lucky enough to have a coin in these grades, you're holding on to a valuable piece of history. What really drives up the price, however, is the rarity. Although the 1994 Roosevelt silver dime was produced in large numbers, finding them in uncirculated, perfect condition is a different story. Over time, these coins can become worn, scratched, or damaged, reducing their value. As fewer and fewer of these coins remain in excellent condition, the demand for them increases, driving up their worth among collectors. But here's the kicker: a 1994 Roosevelt silver dime isn't just valuable for its silver content. It's valuable because it's part of a collectible series, and certain coins are just harder to come by. With the right combination of mint mark, condition, and rarity, the 1994 Roosevelt silver dime could be worth much more than you think. So, what can you expect to pay for one of these valuable dimes if you happen to come across a high-quality one? Depending on the condition, a 1994 Roosevelt silver dime could fetch anywhere from a few dollars for a circulated coin to several $100s for a coin in excellent uncirculated condition. But if you're fortunate enough to have a 1994 Roosevelt silver dime in top-tier condition, it could be worth as much as $90,000.